Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'm so glad you're here. It's Monday morning, and I love Monday mornings. It's a new day, it's a new week, it's a new opportunity to change the world. We change the world by changing the lens that we look through, by changing how we look at life, by shifting our perspective. We can create anything that we focus on. And the more we realize that when we notice we're not feeling good, we can turn that around and focus on how we do want to feel. Leave the pity party and go after what we truly desire. Wallace Wattles, in his little book, The Science of Getting Rich, said, "There is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe. A thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. You can form things in your thought, and by impressing your thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing you think about to be created. In order to do this, you must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. You must form a clear mental picture of the things you want. And you must do with faith and purpose all that can be done each day, doing each separate thing in an effective manner. Doing each separate thing in an effective manner. Not pushing and grinding and forcing, but doing things effectively, doing things with a calm, easy, flowing state of being. You know that when you're doing something that you love, the time just flies by. It feels like it's flying and standing still at the same time because you are so absorbed in doing what you love. It feels like time is standing still, and all of a sudden, oh, time is up. You must pass from the competitive to the creative mind. That means letting go of the stress and the struggle, letting go of worrying about how it's going to happen, just allowing it. And that takes getting into a calm, peaceful, relaxed state of being. And that takes practice, especially in this world, at this period of time where everything is changing faster and faster, everything is picking up speed. It takes purposeful intention to allow your central nervous system to calm down, to allow that wild stallion of a body to sit still, even for 5 minutes. No noise, no distractions, no outside effects, no have to or should. Just allow yourself to take a deep breath in and let that go. To not worry, not panic or stress, not get triggered. Just breathe. Take a deep breath in and let that go. So if there truly is a thinking stuff from which all things are made, and which in its original state permeates, penetrates, and fills the interspaces of the universe, and a thought in this substance produces the thing that is imaged by the thought. And you can form things in your thought. And by impressing your thought upon formless substance, can cause the thing you think about to be created. And now you're in a relaxed state of being. What is it that you want to create? What would you love? Now that you're relaxed and you know that what you think about, you bring about, and you know you want to be happy, healthy, you know you're abundantly blessed. So even if there isn't enough money in the bank account, you know you have always been taken care of. Breathe that in. You are divinely protected. You are spiritually guided. You have the favor of God. You are a divine spark of energy, and it is growing and building, and you must get yourself prepared for the greatness that is inside of you to spring forth and create that beautiful image in your mind, because you have been gifted. You've been gifted with an intellect. You have a human body to take action, to build things, to create things, whether you play music or paint, whether you walk or run, whether you love gardening or swimming or dancing or golfing, whether you love looking after children or spending time alone in nature, whatever it is, it's meant for you. Everyone is uniquely created. So while we're all connected, we all have a divine spark of perfect love and light. Allow that to rise to the surface. Allow yourself to connect to that feeling of perfection, of greatness, of universality. When you want something for yourself and you know how it's going to make you feel happy, healthy, wealthy, respected, loved, top of the world, you can imagine if everybody felt like that, how fantastic this world would be. What I want for myself, I want for everyone. To be happy, to be in that state of creativity, and to know that when things are not going the way you think they should go, that means the way is being paved for something better, something more, something bigger than you could even imagine. So, what do you want? What does success mean to you? It doesn't have to mean a big pile of money, because it's not the money, it's what you're going to do with it, how you're going to help the world, how you're going to create change, how you're going to enjoy more. As a divine spiritual entity, you are designed for more. You want more life. That is the energy inside of you wanting to express more life, more love. One of my mentors is Sandy Gallagher, and she said, I'm so happy and grateful now that we connect people to their higher self so they may lead more productive, fulfilling, and enriching lives. She teaches visioneering, and that's what I ask you to do when I ask you to sit still and imagine yourself already being the person who has the goal that you desire, the success that you want to bring into your life. How does that feel? Not just thinking, but feeling as if you're already there. Because visioneering is when you truly begin to create your world through the effective use of your imagination. You use your conscious mind to create and hold the image of what you want. And then by feeling the way you're going to feel once that's attained, it doesn't even matter if you attain it because you feel so good. You're so in alignment. It just naturally happens. It shows up because you're in that right vibrational, energetic being, thinking, feeling, and acting the way you want your life to be. In The Science of Getting Rich, Wallace Wattles says, success in any particular business depends upon your possessing, in a well-developed state, the faculties required in whatever business you want to get into. Without good musical faculty, no one can succeed as a teacher of music. Without exceptional mechanical abilities, no one can achieve great success in any of the mechanical trades. Without tact and flair for commerce, no one can succeed in the mercantile pursuits. But to possess in a well-developed state the faculties required in your particular vocation, whatever you want to be or do or have, does not ensure getting rich. There are musicians who have remarkable talent who remain poor. There are blacksmiths and carpenters who have excellent mechanical ability, but who do not get rich. And there are merchants with good skills for dealing with people who nevertheless fail. The different faculties are tools. It is essential to have good tools, but it is also essential that the tools should be used in the right way. One person can take a sharp saw, a square, and a good plane and build a handsome article of furniture. Another person can take the same tools and set to work to duplicate the article, but that production will be a complete failure. This person does not know how to use the good tools in a successful way. The various faculties of your mind are the tools with which you must do the work that is to make you rich. It will be easier for you to succeed if you get into a business for which you are well equipped with mental tools. Generally speaking, you will do best in that business which uses your strongest faculties, the one for which you are naturally best fitted. But there are also limitations. You should not regard your vocation as being irrevocably fixed by the skills with which you were born. You can get rich in any business because if you have not the right talent for it, you can develop that talent. It merely means that you'll have to make your tools as you go along, instead of confining yourself to the use of those with which you were born. It will be easier for you to succeed in a vocation for which you already have the talents in a well-developed state. But you can succeed in any vocation because you can develop any rudimentary talent. And there is no talent of which you have not at least a small amount. Think about that. If you have a talent for music, but you put your music aside as a hobby because you're working full-time and extra work and always working, maybe you could create a better life, more successful world, and perhaps even more finances by using your musical talent. And yet we might hear that musicians are poor. Some are poor and some are fabulously wealthy. It comes down to your faith, your belief, what you practice, what you think, what you feel, what you do. Are you practicing a belief that you're not talented, or are you practicing a belief that you can do anything that you want, easily, effortlessly, through divine intelligence? Wallace Wattles suggests you will get rich most easily if you do that for which you are best fitted, but you will get rich most satisfactorily if you do that which you want to do. Do what you love, and the money follows. Do what you love, and it doesn't feel like work. Doing what you want to do is life. And there is no real satisfaction if we are compelled to do something which we do not like to do and fail to do what we want to do. And it is certain that you can do what you want to do. Your desire to do it is proof that you have within you the power which you can do it. Desire is a manifestation of power. The desire to play music is a power-seeking expression and development. The desire to invent mechanical devices is also a power-seeking expression and development. Where there is no power, either developed or undeveloped, to do a thing, there is never any desire to do that thing. Where there is a strong desire to do a thing, it is proof that the power to do it is strong and only needs to be developed and applied in the right way. All things being equal, it is best to select a business for which you have the best developed talent. But if you have a strong desire to engage in any particular line of work, you should select that work as the ultimate goal. Because you can do what you want to do. It is your right and privilege to follow the business or a vocation which will be most congenial and pleasant. You are not obliged to do what you do not like to do, and you should not do it except as a means to bring you to your desired work. If there are past mistakes whose consequences have placed you in an undesirable business or environment, you may be obliged for some time to do what you do not like to do, but you can make the most of it pleasant by knowing that it is making it possible for you to come to your desired work. If you feel that you're not in the right vocation, Do not act too hastily to get into another one. The best way generally to change a business or an environment is by growth. Do not be afraid to make a sudden and radical change if the opportunity is presented and if you feel after careful consideration that it is the right opportunity, but never take sudden or radical action when you are in doubt as to the wisdom of doing so. There is never any hurry on the creative plane, and there is no lack of opportunity. When you get out of the competitive mind, you will understand that you will never need to act hastily. No one is going to beat you to the thing you want to do. There is enough for all. If one place is taken, another and a better one will be opened for you a little farther on. There is plenty of time. When you are in doubt, wait, fall back on the contemplation of your vision and increase your faith and purpose. And by all means, in times of doubt and indecision, cultivate gratitude. A day or two spent in contemplating the vision of what you want and in earnest thanksgiving that you are getting it will bring your mind into such close relationship with the infinite that you will make no mistake when you do act. There is a mind which knows all there is to know. And if you have deep gratitude, you can come into close unity with this mind by faith and the purpose to advance in life. Mistakes come from acting hastily or from acting in fear or doubt or in forgetfulness of the right motive, which is more life to all. That means less to none. As you go on in the certain way, opportunities will come to you in increasing numbers. You will need to be very steady in your faith and purpose and to keep in close touch with the supreme power through reverent gratitude. Do all you can do in a perfect manner every day, but do it without worry, without haste, without fear. Go as fast as you can, but never hurry. You've heard haste makes waste, and hurry is worry. Remember that the moment you begin to hurry, you cease to be a creator and you become a competitor. You drop back into the old plane again. Whenever you find yourself hurrying, stop. Fix your attention on the mental image of the thing you want and begin to give thanks that you are getting it. This exercise of gratitude will never fail to strengthen your faith and renew your purpose. Let's take a deep breath in and give thanks for your desire. Give thanks for the feeling of it already being. Because you are a spiritual being gifted with an intellect living in a physical body, what you desire is already here. You just need your mind, heart, body in alignment. Not wishing and hoping and then pushing it away by being jealous or resentful or checking to see why it's not here yet on the physical plane. Enjoy it on the mental, spiritual, emotional plane. in the invisible realm where everything is created. First, you think it and feel it, and then you get ideas so that you take action, and then it shows up in physical reality. The physical reality, bringing it into the third dimension, this three-dimensional world that we live in, is the last stage of creation. First, you desire something, you see it in your mind, you picture it, you get clear on it, you know in having it you'll be happier, healthier, wealthier, calmer, living life the way you want. You'll feel purposeful. You know what you want. Take a deep breath in and feel as if you're already there. You're already that. It's here now. How grateful are you? Maybe you want to take some time to write it down. I am so happy and grateful now that that's my life. That's so perfect. It's exactly what I wanted. It's even better than I wanted. Write it down. Use positive language. Put some detail in. Really feel it and say, thank you, thank you, thank you. Take a deep breath in and let go of the how. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. You will get ideas. That's the time to take action. When you have an inspired idea, then go get it. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. Create a wonderful day. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.